I don't think it would be an unpopular opinion to say Rust console has well and truly changed, whether it's for the best or for the worst. We're going to be talking about a couple of things in today's video, one most notably that everybody is talking about, which is the new Recoil system. Right now, the community is split. Some think this change was necessary, and others feel like their legacy just got erased with all of their playing time trying to perfect the new Recoil. So we're going to be walking through both sides and drop real quotes from real players, and you can decide for yourself where you land in this debate. We're also going to be talking about the anti-cheat and other little small things that really should come with Rust console at this moment in time. They should have come by now but haven't. Let's start with the praise to do with the new Recoil system. So there are players who say the new Recoil levels the playing field and gives newer players a shot. One user on Reddit put it like this: personally, I love it. I was terrible before. Now I go into solo fights. Another said, new Recoil has random generated aim cone, so anyone saying it doesn't stop cheaters doesn't understand how aim cone works or that it exists. The gist, with old Recoil, you needed insane muscle memory, control and device mods. The idea behind the changes, gunfights should still reward skill, but not punish every legit controller player who doesn't use paddles or macros. One thing I do disagree with is that cheaters are still very much amongst the community. I've seen it myself. Mouse and keyboard players aren't affected by this random generated aim cone. That's only for Zen. And mouse and keyboard technically is more of a problem because one, they get easier recoil with the mouse, and also they have faster sensitivity, whereas Zen players, yes, they have recoil scripts, but they are still on a controller. Both are cheating at the end of the day. That's it, point blank. They're not as hugely affected by this aim cone as maybe some people actually think, but that just is what it is. So let's flip it towards the sort of negative around this new Recoil. A lot of players, especially long-term vets or serious grinders, feel the game has lost its essence. One has said this: the game is already time-consuming enough. I don't want to be forced into learning a new recoil pattern for CSGO, Valorant and Rust. To be fair, I haven't played Rust console much since the new Recoil, but the recoil is easy. But I've always said the crouching just slows gameplay down, plus the grass is still the same, so really it's just a hindrance at the moment. Hopefully they fix that. That should have really been done on the jump of the new Recoil update, because yeah, standing up close fights, close quarter combat, standing up will do you justice. You'll get headshots most of the time, but for the most part you're gonna have to crouch, and I hate crouching, so there you go. Another player went in on Rust console saying this: I stopped playing when new Recoil came. Just feels too random with the aim cone. Old Recoil, my bullets were actually going somewhere when I was aiming. They feel like the skill gap they built over thousands of hours got reset. They're angry that someone with 200 hours can now seemingly outshoot someone with 5k hours because the patterns change and randomness, bloom, aim cone carry a heavier weight. And yeah, the cheating angle cannot be ignored as well. Many claim the new Recoil actually made the cheating problem worse. One person said this: the Recoil changes caused the people who were scripting before to just start overly cheating because they couldn't just closet anymore. The devs don't play their game, were never skilled at the Recoil, so they had no way to know this was the case. So whilst the Recoil was supposed to reduce script advantage, the community says it's pushed the problem into a new state. So what do you think the verdict is? The new Recoil definitely has shaken things up. It's better for some players, especially casuals, those frustrated by the old meta, but it's also alienated a portion of the hardcore base. The damage has gotten smacked both ways, but the question is, has it killed the game? It depends how you personally engage with Rust. If we're looking back at the old Recoil, we had the hipfire meta, which was an absolute joke. No one on legit controller was doing this meta as good as those who cheated. Cheating was always a problem on old Recoil, and it will still be a problem on this new Recoil, especially with the changes they've made with crouching and stuff. But in general, the new Recoil itself is easier than the old Recoil. If you're a newer player, you might like the change, but it gives more opportunity. If you're a veteran, you may feel like the game you loved is now being pulled away from you, but I think that's more the feelings more than anything. We miss the feeling of being in 2022 on Rust console, the way it was, the way the community was, and it's just not the same as it is 2025 going into 2026. The game's completely changed. In general, this game is so much better than the one we had in 2022. It's just the feelings you miss at the end of the day. My take is this: the game isn't dead, it's just evolving. But the devs need to listen now more than ever. The recoil is one part of the puzzle. Performance, anti-cheat, gunplay, fluidity, controller versus keyboard and mouse balance, they all matter. And if we fix those and refine the recoil further, Rust console will come out stronger. But if not, we might see a slow bleed in player retention, especially among the dedicated community servers and older clans. I know for a fact the clan scene is in an absolute rut because of the new recoil and how you have to play, but the clan scene is predominantly cheaters, so I don't think many people are actually sad about that. And the thing is with cheating on Rust console is that if you are posting or joking about cheating, that is still a bannable offense. The thing that I really don't like at this moment in time is it feels as if the cheating is one rule for one rule for another. For example, I'll put up a screenshot of a content creator that uses Cronus, Zen, all this and that stuff in his thumbnails. He may not be cheating, he may be cheating, I don't know, but he uses these images in his thumbnails, and that is a bannable offense. Not to mention he also put out on his posts that he could or would buy a Zim to just try it out. And this player is still playing. And there's people that have been banned for way less. So the banning isn't consistent enough. The banning of cheaters as just in general isn't consistent enough, considering we have an anti-cheat now. With ban waves, I get it, you get them all together and then you just get rid of them, but at the end of the day, if they, let's say you pick them up at the start of the month and you do a ban wave in let's say 2 months because you picked up a lot of players, they've still had 2 months to just cheat and I guess make more people annoyed at the game because there's not enough people being banned, you know, for cheating at the end of the day. Hell, that's just my take. I could be wrong, I could be right, I do not know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, before I leave you, I just want to point this out. We had a skin come out yesterday, which is the Toxic Metal Face Mask. Sort of looks like Oil Rats' metal face mask, but I'm going to claim, I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm claiming that skin's mine. I guess I'm the second content creator to have a skin because we had the Jade Dragon, which I'm guessing of jokingly Jade Monkey. But yeah, it's nice to see they've actually made one called Toxic. Hopefully we see a metal skin set in the future and an AK. God, when that AK comes, I'll be covering that on the channel as well. And also I think we should have the Holosight colors and we should have the new Holosight from PC, and we should definitely have the grass changed a bit. It's sort of like the one on launch site. If you go to mountain launch site, that's the sort of grass we should really have, or just shorter grass in general, because at the moment when you crouch it's very hard to see people and it's just annoying. Let me know what you guys think about everything we've discussed in today's video. Leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe if you are new around here. My name has been Toxic. I'll see you in the next one.